3, 2, 1.
That is honestly. You're not that far off of how we start this shit. Okay, so here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2. Welcome back, everybody, to Unprofoundly Chill. I know I've been on a hiatus for a minute, but we're back. We're better than ever, and I finally have my own one-bedroom apartment ever in my life. It's a weird experience. Yes. But I do have a guest here today. Everybody, please give it up for Tramaine, Mahone.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for having me in your place and on the podcast.
I know, right?
This is a great feeling. Glad you're back on your feet, man. You know.
I know. It's been a minute.
Yeah. How long has it been? Like what?
Just a couple months. For the podcast, it's been like 2-3 months now.
Oh, I thought it was a year.
Nah. Well, technically yes, because I've been like recording on and off this past year.
Oh, you just didn't put it out?
There's some episodes that I haven't put out.
Oh, you better drop this shit, cuz.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
We about to drop some gems on their ass today.
All right, so let's give the people a little synopsis of you. Like, so when did you start stand-up?
I started stand-up, well, this is the true story. Nobody really knows this. But I started stand-up, like, in Atlanta. And I want to say 2000 and... when was it? It was 2014 or 15.
You said 9 years ago, right? It's 2024, so it might be 15 or around there.
No, I didn't do, like, I wasn't here yet. I was in Atlanta, and so basically I was in Atlanta, and then my homeboys, they rapped, and so they was like, hey, we got this competition, like an open mic competition or whatever. You should do some jokes for the first time. And I was like, all right, bet, I'm going to do it. And so we go there and stuff, and then I get drunk as fuck, like drunk as hell, dog. And I get up on stage, and my pants fall down right before I get up on stage, bro. And then...
Real talk?
No, for real. Like, my pants fell down as soon as I got on stage.
Pants on the ground.
Like, bro, I was so drunk. And so I get up there, and I'm up there for like maybe 10, 15 seconds, bro, because I'm talking about my dad, because that's the only thing that I know that's funny at the time is just like talking about what my dad did like in the past. So they gave me 15 seconds, bro, and then all of a sudden all I hear is, boo! Get your ass off the stage. Fake ass Kevin Hart. Somebody get that nigga a dentist. I was like, oh my God.
Yo, they were legit saying that?
Yes, it's so, like, basically, after that, like, I was just like, oh, so y'all not gonna let me finish? Oh, well, fuck y'all, man. So I dropped the mic, and then the lady was just like, hey, don't ever drop my mic like that. I was like, man, fuck you too, nigga. And then, so, when I get off stage, the lady, like, comes up to me, and she was just like, hey, here's my card if you want to get better at stand-up. I was the one that was screaming fake-ass Kevin Hart in the crowd. I was like, bitch, why would you give me your card after that? Like, what kind of
That's her business strategy, dog. She'll talk shit in the crowd, be like, you suck. Here, let me help you get better.
Hey,
like,
name's Cat. Like, I could not believe that shit.
Bruh.
And I don't feel like any other comic in the world has ever had to start off like that, like how I had to.
Getting booed?
Getting booed the first time that you're like, oh, I want to try this. This seems like it's fun. Like, people don't get booed now. I mean, but...
You were baptized by fire.
Yes.
Like, literally. Like, that's crazy.
But
what made you... Okay, so from that moment, I'm pretty sure you felt horrible, right?
Oh, yeah, I felt like shit. Like, I didn't talk the whole rest of the way home. Like, and my homeboys they was just looking at me like, dang, bro, what happened, man? And I don't know. I was like, they didn't even give me a chance. But like I went back again, and I went back like I want to say maybe 2 weeks after that, and I did like a Denzel impression, then I did a Charlie Murphy impression, and that killed. But it was only 1 minute because I was so nervous from last time. I just stopped after that. Like I stopped after they laughed, and I was like, all right, that's my time. Nobody applauded or nothing. They was just like. Like when I got off, I was like, all right, well,
Just staring.
all right, y'all. That's it. Like,
I mean, it's better than the last time.
yeah, I just wanted to prove that I could be funny. Like the next time, like I didn't care if like, and I just didn't want them to boo me. So like, I had to do that. And then like, it's crazy. Like my whole comedy story is like, wow, bro. Like before that happened, I went to this place called Uptown Comedy Club in Atlanta, and they had like they had an open mic again there.
Mm-hmm.
And so my homeboy that I went to church with, he signs up and he signs me up too. But at the time I'm 20. So like we about to get ready to do the set and stuff like that. We sit down at the table, and so the waiter comes up and he's like, yo, what are y'all getting? And so everybody tells him they order it, and then he specifically calls me out of everybody that's there. And he was like, how old are you? And I was like 20. He was like, yeah, you can't be in here, man. I was like, I'm performing on the show tonight. He was like, yeah, you ain't performing on this show. He was like, you got to get out of here. You can't be in here. It's 21 and up. There's alcoholic beverages around. You got to get out of here, man. So I had to leave. That was 2009 when I really wanted to start.
Damn, they didn't even want to work with you or anything?
Nah, bro. I've had a tough ass come up in
Nah, because
comedy.
here in Houston, I've seen some like under 21 comics go up at bars, but they let them know beforehand, like, hey, just go up, do your set, and then leave right afterwards.
Nah, they kicked me the fuck out. And then it was a comic that was outside because I was outside. Like he saw me visually frustrated or whatever, and he was just like, "What's wrong, man?" I was like, "Man, they won't let me perform, man. It's messed up. I had a lot of stuff to say tonight." And then he gave me 2 free tickets to the show that they have there, and so I forgot what his name was, but he had dreads or whatever. I forgot I feel bad because he died.
God damn.
I know. I feel bad, but he gave me free tickets and I gave them to my dad and my mom or whatever, and they went to go to the show. And the crazy thing is, like I told my dad, like before the show, I was just like, hey, make sure you don't wear nothing bright because they gonna get on your ass if you wear something bright. So they both wore neutral colors, and then my dad was just like, yeah, I'm glad you said that because he was lining everybody up down the row, and he looked at me. He didn't say nothing to me. He just skipped me because I had black on. I was like, I told you. I know how it is at the comedy road.
Damn.
Like yeah, that all happened before I got here and started doing stand-up.
Like, I don't know if you were there long enough to see the difference between Atlanta comedy and Houston comedy.
I wasn't.
Nah.
I wasn't at all. Like, I have no clue how Atlanta comedy is. The only thing that I know about Atlanta comedy now is that T.I. is doing it. Like,
yeah, that's true.
That's it. I don't, like, K-Dub, I seen him, but I don't.
Well, it's not just him. Like, other celebrities are getting into stand-up because they can't get any work within, like, TV or movies. So they're just like, fuck it, let me move into this other space. In which they already have a fan base for them to start doing it and be successful. But the one thing is, most of them are not funny when they first start out. Just because you have a fan base doesn't mean you should just immediately start doing stand-up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily feel like they're doing it because movies aren't working out and stuff. I feel like they're just trying to see what else they can do, like, while they're on their quest at life. Because, I mean, that's what Snoop Dogg, you see Snoop Dogg, he's doing everything that there is in the book right now.
True.
Literally everything that you can think of, he's doing that.
Yo, you think he runs his IG or nah?
No, I don't think, well, he might because
some posts,
the grammar, the grammar on some of the posts, I feel like it's him. Like, I'm just like, nah, I don't think anybody that works for him would just type like that. Cause like he posted something today and he was just like, thank He said somebody, he was talking about Ice Cube. He was like, Ice Cube or whatever, and it was like all lowercase too. So, nah, I don't think that somebody professional is running his page. I think he's running his page.
Nah, because celebrities be doing that.
No, some celebrities, they do like have people running their page because they know if they start ranting and stuff, then that's gonna be the end of them. Like Kanye, he definitely doesn't have anybody run his page.
Nah,
the stuff that he says and posts is like,
bro, they had to take his shit down.
Yeah, like you know somebody, he's not running somebody's not running his page for him, bro. Like I remember it was a certain point in time where I was like going on his page with popcorn, bro. Like, yo, what he gonna say next? Because he was just on a rant. Like when he go on them rants on Twitter and like Instagram and stuff, and you're just like, bro. And he be calling people out, name dropping motherfuckers. He not gonna beat around the bush.
Oh, Kanye don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
like he is who he is, and he's gonna be himself 100%.
I wish I was that bold to just say that shit on stage like he does, like do text. Like,
okay, that's a good question. Do you think Kanye would be right nowadays? Do you think he could do stand up?
I think so.
You think that would be a good avenue for him instead of like everything that he's doing?
No, see, here's the thing, bro. A lot of rappers are funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like T.I. is not the only one that's funny. Like Lil Wayne is funny. Eminem is funny. 50 Cent is hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Jay-Z's funny. Kanye West is funny. Like it's a lot of rappers that's funny. Kendrick Lamar is funny. Mm-hmm. Drake is funny sometimes. I was gonna say J. Cole, but I don't ever really hear him talk. So
Jermaine Cole.
I don't know about
shit. Even basketball players. Blake Griffin has done stand up before.
Yeah, you know The Rock did stand up.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, because I watched like a documentary about the Laugh Factory, and they were saying like I think it was like. Guy Torrey Guy Torrey, he was saying that he was at Apollo and he said that The Rock was there too. And he didn't say how The Rock did, but he said that The Rock was there to try stand up. So The Rock, that's why he's so funny. Like that's why his movies, like, that's why he so good with Kevin Hart and stuff like that. Like The Rock is hilarious too.
Yeah.
Like I'm not sure if stand up will work for him.
No, but like in the WWF and WWE, he would always like crack jokes and talk shit about the other person. Yeah.
Like he made WWE, WWF, like him and Stone Cold Steve Austin, they made that show like watchable, bro. Like if you wasn't watching it for them, what, Undertaker, Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy,
Shawn Michaels, Triple H.
Nah, but they didn't have I'm talking about people that like actually had an impact on you.
Rob Van Dam?
No, I'm talking about like the early 90s. Like these people, they started getting popular they started getting popular like I want to say maybe around like the 2000s. The Rock and Stone Cold, it was like 96, 97, 98 type stuff,
Yeah.
Like the the Attitude Era. Like that era. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, that was a different time. And it's like, I can't even watch wrestling no more the same, like, after they stopped doing it. Because it's not the same no more.
Come on, dog. You don't fuck with the greatest of all time, Roman Reigns?
No. No.
I don't watch it either. I just hear a lot of other people talk about Roman Reigns and how great he is. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like,
it's not the same. Like, because they don't have, like, that like, charismatic attitude, like that I don't give a fuck attitude, like how The Rock and Stone Cold had. Like, they was like, you never knew what they was gonna say.
No, with Stone Cold, it wasn't an attitude. He just didn't give a fuck.
Yeah. Like that's what I'm saying. But like you never just knew what they was gonna say. You never knew what was gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime you watching Monday Night Raw or you watching SmackDown, you never knew what was gonna happen. They could come out and just say some random shit. Or just start whipping somebody's ass. That's what Stone Cold
And then
would
you
do.
hear, my God.
Yeah. For the love of God. Not the steel chair.
Do you see that, King?
The Rock has turned this upside down tonight. Then they just go. Then they just like put the WWF sign out and then just goes off.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh my God, I gotta wait till Monday or Friday to know what just happened after that. Like they don't. Wrestling is cool now, but it's not the same as it was before. We knew it was fake, but now it's just like it's obvious it's fake now.
It's yeah.
It's like it's not even no thought into it. Like as far as like them even rehearsing it to make it seem like it's not fake. Like back in the days, we knew it was fake, but like they did a good job of like selling it to where you didn't know it was that fake. Sometimes you'd be like, oh, was that real? Hold on, that might
Jeff
be real.
Hardy, god damn, he would destroy his body,
bro.
Matt Hardy, the Hardy brothers, yo.
Yes, that's my
Dudley
favorite
boys,
tag team.
the Dudley boys,
Bruh.
yo. Those.
Remember when they slammed that grandma through a table?
Oh man,
Bro. Like
can't do that nowadays.
That's what I'm saying. Like they would get canceled now if they slam the grandma through a table now in this day and age with how sensitive this like the world is now, bro. Like hell nah. And when Booker T was talking about Hulk Hogan, he was like, "We coming for you, nigga."
And his face, he's just like, oh, fuck.
Damn, I messed up. Can we go back?
But then he had to play that shit off.
Yeah, no, that's what he was like.
His face immediately, he's like, oh.
Damn. Okay. Next question. Like,
god damn.
That's what I'm saying. There's so much stuff that
it's
happens.
either Booker T doing that or Vince McMahon saying it and nobody saying anything.
My nigga. I still can't believe that was in the script.
But
bro.
he said it to a white guy. He said it to John Cena, I think.
No, he was wearing a do-rag.
Yeah. He went all the way through with that shit. There won't be another fucking attitude era.
Never. No attitudes here. Don't need those attitudes here. That is not gonna work nowadays. But I mean, I just feel like it's like that with like the entertainment industry, like in general, bro. Like a lot of shit that happened back in the days, like you could never get away with that shit now. Like, and that's what's so hard about comedy now. Like for me, and I feel like it's for other people too. Like it's just really, really difficult for you to express yourself nowadays without somebody getting offended by that shit.
Yeah, but it is what it is. The whole thing of the art form is to be able to express what we're trying to express either way. But also, depending on the topic, just make somebody laugh, no matter what, we're trying to do, we're trying to say. Like, always focus on the laugh. I feel like the biggest problem with a lot of comedians nowadays is that they're not really focused on being funny. They're focused on trying to say something.
They're more focused on being offensive.
Either being offensive or being pathetic or whatever. Like, whatever they wanted, whatever their focus is not being funny. I think that's it.
Yeah, but, I mean, I still feel at the same time, like, it's just, if you want to go, like, step out of the boundaries and, separate yourself from other comics and be different, I feel like that's kind of hard to do because, the world is very sensitive now. Like, many people have came up to me when I tell them that I'm a comedian, just like, man, how do you do it? The world is so sensitive now. Like, you can't say anything that you used to say anymore. How do you do it?
I feel like...
They know that.
I feel like that's true, but only to an extent. I feel like the thing is, the idea of a comedian has evolved so much to the point where we could still say what we want to say, but we can't say it exactly how it's meant to be said anymore. We have to find a different way around it. You have to say it without saying it, basically. And I think that's where the art form comes from. It's like, how do I say this thing that everybody sees, that everybody understands, but I can't say it this way because then they'll feel a certain type of way? How do I get around it but still get that point across? Yeah, like, it's like that, but then also you have, like, no offense, like, I'm not homophobic or none of that, but you can't talk about gay people, you can't talk about trans people, like, now, like, if you do that, then you automatically cancel, even if it is funny. Like, look at what they did to Dave Chappelle. And he actually was creative with it. He actually made a whole segment about it, and he thought it out thoroughly before he did it, but, somebody's still going to be offended. That's what I'm saying. If you try to push the boundaries, if you try to push the issues like, oh, I'm finna go against the grain and say this, then you got to deal with the flack that comes with it for you being proud and you just
owning your craft. That's what comedy has been. It's been like that.
I agree with you, but only because of his celebrity. Because he has so many eyes on him at that point whenever he did that special. He had so many eyes and people knew him already. Guys like us that nobody knows about, we can tell those jokes and nobody will give a fuck.
I don't know, because I've seen people at Secret Group. I've seen people at Russ just tense up like for different subjects and just
No.
really,
I'm saying we could say those jokes and nothing will happen to us. Like we won't get canceled or da because nobody knows about us, and the only people that will know about it is the people at that show, unless you put out that video, unless you record it and put it out. But like once you get to a certain point, it's hard to say whatever you want because you have so many eyes on you. You have so many opinions, like, based on whatever you say.
No, I don't agree with that because I feel like back in the days, bro, like they could say anything. Like I watch Richard Pryor, I watch like Tommy Danger. I'm not Tommy Dangerfield. Roger, what's his name? Rodney Dangerfield. Rodney Dangerfield. I'm thinking about Tommy. I don't know why I'm saying
Tommy and Roger.
Roger Dangerfield. Okay, Dangerfield.
The Dangerfield.
Yeah, the Dangerfield. Like all of those like different type of people. Robin Williams, all those type of people, bro. They was pushing stuff, like saying stuff like that, and they knew it was gonna ruffle feathers, and nobody canceled them. They let them do that.
Yeah, because it's a new thing.
No, bro. This was in the 70s, in the 60s. Like
No. I'm talking about canceling people is a new thing. Being sensitive to anything is a new thing. I honestly don't know where it came from. Like it's the newer generation. They're like they don't understand nuance or what a joke is. Some people just take it so literally. It's just like,
no, they're too complex about it. They just want to overanalyze all of it, like into its like core. Just
that too.
So why did you say this? So what does that mean about?
When you said this, what did you
yeah.
mean? Like,
so where does it come into where it's funny? Because I don't get it. Like if you don't get it, just keep it that way. Like don't stop looking too far into it. I think that's why people get so offended because they look so far into the joke. They overthink the joke so much to where it's not even funny to them no more. And it's just like, because somebody's done that. I've told you. Like, somebody's done that to me before to where I'm just like, bro, you make me not even want to tell it no more. Like, it's not that deep. It just goes in with what I'm talking about. Like, it's a transition. Yeah, you overanalyzing every fucking word that I've said. And it's not that deep. Like, I promise you, it's not that deep. Like,
it's supposed to be at surface level, but people just keep diving and diving.
No, so like, what did dolphins have to do with it? Like, bitch, it's not. That's just something that I use to set up the joke with. Like, no, but dolphins swim in water though. Like, why did you say that? You're not talking about the same thing. Like, it didn't transition for me.
Are you talking about the LSD trials when they had dolphins in?
Because I looked it up. Like, dolphins weren't around until like 1903. Like, so why did you say that? You said back in the day. Like, what day? You didn't be specific. Like, it's too much.
God damn.
It's too much, bro.
They may have evolved from megalodons, but we don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I saw Jaws, okay? You are not on point. Because I remember one time when I had said, like, my dollar joke that I do, like, I got $1, like, and I was talking about how the prices was back in the day, and this lady couldn't have been no older than me, probably younger than me, and she was just, that didn't happen. No, that wasn't true.
Oh, she's fact checking you right then and there.
Yeah, and I'm just like, bitch, you look like you like maybe 25. How do you even know?
You weren't even born to know that shit.
My dad told me that, and he's 77. I think I would trust him more than I would trust you. And like, it's just everybody's just so technical. Just like super technical about
it's
stuff.
Like whatever they know is right and whatever you say is wrong, which is totally crazy.
Yeah. Like, and I'm just like, okay, are you at the stars now? Are you Google now? Like, what? Okay, listen to the joke. Stop over analyzing everything.
Just enjoy it for what it is.
And just be in the moment. Like, people can't be in the moment now. It's like people's attention span is like so fucking slow now to where, I mean, so quick now to where you barely can keep their attention for like maybe 2 minutes.
That's short.
Now.
Yeah, they have a short.
Like it's like short as hell. Like I'm talking, because you see it. Like when we do the 1 minute mic, like if it's more than 1 minute and somebody does the intermission set, they will stop paying attention.
Yeah.
They just like, oh, brain dead. Let me start scrolling. My brain can't function all this. And I blame Vine, honestly. Vine fucked us up.
You think Vine started it?
Vine started everybody's slow attention span.
Those 6-second clips?
Yes, 7 second.
7 seconds.
Then they brought that to shorts, and then they brought because YouTube, I saw something yesterday where there was YouTube used to be where you could post the only place where you could post long videos at. Now they got shorts.
Yeah. You can still post long videos, but they also have shorts.
Who's really gonna sit there and watch that if it's not a podcast?
True.
They'll watch a podcast, but if you just put something on there that's not a podcast that they really not even a podcast. If you are a YouTube star and you do prank videos and all that stuff, yeah, they'll watch that if it's entertaining to them. But people just have a short attention span to where everything now is just short, like Reels, Snapchat, well, not Snapchat, but just everything now is just so short to where people's attention span is not gonna go past 2 minutes, bro. That's basically just how I'm trying to put it. Everybody's attention span is based off of social media. And you notice when people attention span dies, what do?
Phone.
Go on their phone.
Immediately. And you see it in the crowd too. They're right in front of your face.
You're
really?
You up there giving them your dreams, and they just
you giving them everything.
Anything. Let me check my email. Fuck him. I don't care about what he's talking about. And then he'll have the nerve to talk in the front row of a show, and they're sitting in the front, and it'll be loud.
Yep.
To the point where it's just do you want to get up here? Because you obviously don't care about the show because you're talking in the front. Mm-hmm. And will get offended when you call them out about it.
Yeah, why you
being rude?
Real talk.
No, you're being rude at my show. Why are you in the front and you having this whole conversation? And you I can see if they stop once you get up there, but motherfuckers don't stop when you get up there. Sometimes they still continue. They will do that the entire show if somebody don't call them out.
Mm-hmm. I've had that happen.
I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen many of times, especially at Secret Group. I don't really see it at Axelrad that much, but Secret Group, I see it a lot. I see motherfuckers that will just sit. I had to call somebody out last week, and they were talking over everybody's set before me.
Really?
And they were in a row by themselves. It was just them on a row, and I get up there and I hear them, and they're super loud, and I'm just yeah, so I'm doing my little set and stuff, and then I just stop because they don't stop talking, and I can still hear them talking over me. And I talk loud as hell. So if I can still hear you talking over me, you talking too damn loud. Mm-hmm. So I stopped, and I was just hey, y'all just met or something? And they was no, we've been on. I was well, it seems like y'all just met each other. How y'all just talking so damn much right now? Act y'all not at a show right now. And they was just oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, shut up.
God damn. You straight
yeah.
up tell them like that, huh?
Yeah. And they was I'm sorry. The rest of the show. They didn't talk for anybody else. I'm y'all welcome, bro, because I heard that they was talking over Hannah and Alex too. They just didn't say nothing to him. And I'm no, I'm not finna allow y'all to just think that this is cool to do. Especially if you didn't pay nothing either. Mm-hmm. This is a free show and you coming here talking?
Real talk.
That's
annoying.
Yeah. If
really
you paid,
is.
Hey, you paid $50, you want to talk, just waste your money. Fine. I'm going to still do my jokes.
Shit, I had a couple in the front talking during my set, right? And then I called them out, and they got mad at me.
That's what I'm saying.
They got mad at me because I called them out for talking in front of my set, during my set. I was just okay.
I ain't going to call me out. I had something important to tell her.
It just, man, people be...
You interrupting us.
People are crazy sometimes.
Nah, it be the drunk people though, probably. I think it's
obviously it's the drunk people. Because like no regular person is gonna be in there talking.
All right, so let me ask you this: how do you feel about crowd work?
In terms of what, just doing it?
Like, do you feel like crowd work can get you in trouble, or does it save you sometimes?
I've seen it happen both ways. Where I've been doing I'm doing my jokes, they're not working, then I crowd work a little bit, get them started, get them laughing, then go to my jokes, and then they're laughing finally, right? And then flip side of the coin, they're not laughing at any of my jokes, but the crowd work is working. I'm killing with the crowd work, but the moment I go into my jokes, flat, nothing. You know? There's so many things, but for me personally, like I am at a point now where I only want to do material. I don't really want to crowd work. Now, if I have to, I will. That being said, like I'll maybe do like a minute or two of crowd work at the start of my set and then try to get into my jokes as fast as I can. Because that's just where I'm at now, creatively. Now, back a couple of years ago, like a year ago, I would have been crowd working the whole time, just talking to people. I've had moments where my whole set is just me crowd working, right? And just me having fun. Mm. But even then, like I'm getting to the point now where I'm just like, okay, cool. Is that I'm just funny in the moment. I can't really like have an actual set or have something that I can really work on and focus on my craft and really work, like get better at something, you know?
Yeah. I feel like with crowd work, it's a gift and a curse, like you said. Like with crowd work, sometimes it can really do well, and then sometimes it could backfire to where them motherfuckers don't stop talking.
Real talk.
Like you can for your set and everybody else's set.
You can open them up and it'll just ruin everything.
Yeah. I've seen that happen a lot of times where somebody talks to somebody in the audience and they drunk as hell. And so they just like, oh, I can talk. Because usually the host will be like, don't talk to them unless they talk to you. And then they'll take that and they'll be like, okay, cool. And then as soon as somebody talks to their ass, I ain't going to stop talking now.
Yeah.
And then every time you say something, they got something else to say after.
Real talk.
And it's just like, that's why I try not to get into this like crowd work too much, or I try to pick the right people. If you like, because I scan people before I get on stage. I don't know if anybody else does that, but I scan people in the audience.
You read the room.
Yeah, like I scan people and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna talk about them before I go up here. Like I'm gonna talk about this person. They seem like they cool. They seem like they're not gonna really trip out if I say something to them. And I'll watch them as other people be up there too, and I see if they talk while they up there. And then I'm like, okay, they didn't say nothing when they was up there, so it's good to say something to them. And other people, I feel like they'll just call anybody out. And then also my PTSD from that lady rushing me on stage too. That just
okay. See, you gotta talk about
mine
that.
is personal.
So I'm gonna give the backstory on that. So we were at the winery.
Hit my vapors. I'm getting PTSD again.
So we were doing one of Jeff Joe's shows, right? And who was hosting? Was he hosting and he just brought you up? Yeah, he brings you up. You're in the audience, and then this lady, this older woman in the audience starts talking to you, right? And you start saying some words to her, and then she just gets mad.
Yes.
She got mad.
And gets closer and closer the entire time that she's speaking to me. And everybody in the crowd is just looking at me like, you gonna handle this? I'm like, I'm trying, man.
Now, were they actually looking at you like that, or was that just your recollection in your mind?
No, they was. Like, it was an Asian girl in the audience, and she was just like, you gonna say something to her? Like, and it's like, it really was just too far gone when she said that she had cancer. Like, and when she recovered from cancer, it was just like, that's a very, very sensitive topic, and it's not something that you.
Well, yeah, you had a back and forth, and you were just like, she says something, you're like, not with that wig on, bitch.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, because I had to say something because, like, mind you, at the backstory, y'all, that y'all don't know, this lady didn't pay shit to get in there. She just stuck around for the show, and she didn't get out because people that didn't pay for the show were supposed to leave, and she didn't leave.
Yeah, it was a paid show. It was $10 for the show. It was a mystery box.
Yes.
And she was just there with her daughter, right?
Yeah. No, she was there with her mom.
Her mom.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay, she was there with her mom, and they just stuck around for the show.
Yeah, and was entitled as hell.
Yeah.
Entitled. And you didn't pay. So that's why I was just like, it's the entitlement for me. And then on top of that, I said something light. I said your wig. Like what? I could see if I said something else that was like way more fucked up, but I didn't.
Well, what did she say?
She was just like, oh hell no. You from Atlanta? I'm finna show you how we do this in the H-Town, bitch. You got me fucked up. You don't know shit about me, bitch ass nigga. You don't know. I just got done with chemo, bitch ass nigga.
And the whole crowd was like,
everybody was like, ah. And I'm sitting up there like, yeah, well, all right, well, y'all like bread or y'all work? Okay, yeah, all right. And I pushed you that set. I don't know how I pushed you that set.
Bro, I saw I was there. I was sitting in the back watching the whole thing. And the moment she said that, even I was like, oh, shit, how is he going to get out of this? But you did it. You got out of it. And then Jeff went up to you and be like, hey, man, you got to go apologize to her.
Yeah. Right? Her mama cussed me out for 10 minutes straight, dog. I was like, I'm sorry about that. Let me get you a better looking wig. She's like, get out my goddamn. I was like trying to mend the situation, man. Like, but I think that took a toll on me, like doing like
crowd work,
like all together. Like,
in that moment.
I think that I'm just like nervous now to do that, just because like that could have went really, really bad.
That could have went worse.
Yeah, like, it was already bad, but it could have went really bad too. And then just seeing like Dave Chappelle get rushed on stage back, and then Chris Rock getting smacked and stuff, like it's just it adds to it. Cause I know me, out of all people, I just have that type of luck to where it'll happen to my ass, like somebody coming up to me and trying to fight me or some shit. So it's like,
but you be hitting them with some crazy shit too, though. Like you hit them hard. Like you make them cry sometimes when you get mad.
Hey, I mean, that's why I got the mic.
Now other comedians would be like, "Let's have fun. I'll make fun of you," but nah, you just go straight for the jugular.
I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit you where it hurts. I'm gonna hit you insecurities. Yeah, I brought it back, didn't I? Yeah, you didn't experience this till you was in middle school. Like, this the last time you experienced this. Now I'm bringing it back to you.
Oh, man.
Loser. Pick your books up, Brock.
Somebody's got to be the bully, right?
I mean, I don't really try to be a bully. It's just I got the mic and you're going to have to listen. So if you can't handle that shit, don't bring your ass to a comedy show. That's what a comedy show is. Because I really think that I'm light on people. And from the shit that I've seen people destroy motherfuckers. Like, I've seen Keisha, like, at my show that I had, like, a long time ago, like, 2021, I had a show there, and my coworker at the time, she was drunk, and she started talking shit to everybody that was on the stage. And so Keisha, she just started laying into her ass for, like, 10 minutes straight. And I'm talking about she was saying some fucked up shit to her. And she couldn't do shit but handle it. Because she started it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, if you start the shit, don't be playing the victim after that. Like, no, you started this shit. You thought you had the mic, and you realized that I got the mic, and now you embarrassed. Mm-hmm. And now you look stupid because people are going to continue to keep talking about that shit, especially if they recorded that shit and they posted. You want to be the part of the show? You a part of the show in the wrong way. Because you think, and that's the thing with us comics, bro. We have to stop making it so easy for audience members to think that they can do this shit too.
That's a good point. Because when they see some of these guys that are not good, they're like, "Oh,
yeah,
I can do this.
I can do that. That's easy. If he just did that, I know I can go up there and talk about my dad, or I can talk about my husband, or something like they just feel that they can do what we do because some of these motherfuckers out here are making it seem like that. And I don't like that. That's the main thing that I hate about some of these new comics that are coming up that just want to try it out. Like, because they got a large following, or just because somebody's, like, hyped them up to do it.
That's a good point.
And then they get up there and then they do horrible, and then somebody in the audience that's never been to a comedy show sees that, and they're just like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it next week, and then get up there and eat a dick too. My biggest pet peeve with stand up is people that you know personally, that know you personally, that been knowing that you've been doing stand up for a long period of time, will not come to your show, but will ask you when your next show is.
Oh shit.
Every fucking week. And will be so detailed about it, like, oh, so is that then? Okay, so what you be able to get me in? Oh, it's free. Okay, you gonna be able to get me in when I come in the door, right? All right, yeah. Do all of that shit.
Next Thursday? Okay.
Don't fucking show up. But then you'll see their story, and they'll be at improv seeing somebody and paying $50 to $100 for a ticket for somebody that's famous when they can just go see you for $10, $20. I don't like that shit. Like, that is the biggest thing that has pissed me off since I've been doing stand-up comedy, bro. It's the people that will literally pay to go see somebody at improv rather than to go see their friend, somebody that they call their friend, at improv also.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I done been at improv I don't know how many times, and motherfuckers don't show up there. But will congratulate you and be like, oh, I wish you would have told me that the show was that day. I would have went. And then when you tell them when you have a show, oh, I can't even do it that day.
Yeah.
What else? Just let me know what else you got.
It is what it is, man. Some people don't really care about you that much.
It's not that they don't care.
No.
Just,
okay, so
it's like
you don't have the notoriety for them to want, because like it sucks to say this, but those same people, once you do become famous and start booking it on shows, they're gonna be messaging you, hey man, I was there from the start. I was was watching you. You remember me? It's like, no, motherfucker. Like, you kept telling me you wouldn't want to show up.
It's gonna be $100.
Yeah.
Ticket's gonna be $100.
Oh man, we're boys.
You
Come on,
give
why
me a discount,
you do me like that? We're boys.
Nah. We was.
Oh man.
Cause I'm petty. I do that shit for real. I'd be like, nah, you remember that shit you told me? Remember when I tried to get you to come to improv and you didn't come? But you went to go see Ralph Barbosa, or you went to go see, D.L. Hughley or something when he came to improv? Like, cool. I'm gonna remember that. My thing is, it's not the fact that they don't want to come see me. It's the fact that they're asking me when my show is and don't come. Don't ask me when my shit is if you're not gonna pull up.
Real talk.
That's the thing that I'm talking about. I'm not talking about you. You don't have to come. That's fine. Cause I ain't gonna tell you. I'm gonna post it in my story. I'm gonna post it on my feed. On my feed. I'm gonna post it there. You can show up if you want to. I'm not gonna beg you to show up. But don't DM me and be like, when is the next show? I want to pull up. And then when the show comes, I don't see your ass.
Oh, I'm busy, man. My bad.
Man, you had the wrong. If you would have just had it at a different time, I would have. Yeah, nah, bro. You can save that shit for somebody else, bro. Like, don't DM me. Don't hit me up at all about nothing that I do on stage at all no more. Like, I ain't even gonna tell you the next time if you tell me again. Like, I've had motherfuckers for years, dog, do that shit.
That's annoying.
Like, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said that's the biggest pet peeve for me since I've been doing this shit.
Nah, that's kind of like it when you're with the girl and you're gonna be like, I'm gonna make you come so hard. I'm gonna do it so good. And then when it comes to that, oh yeah, I can't be there tonight. I'm busy.
Something else came up. Yeah. I wish I could have fucked you earlier.
Damn,
sorry about that.
I hyped it up. My bad.
Girl, I was gonna lay you down. I was gonna lay you down, girl. You had no idea what I was gonna do to you.
Shit.
Like, nah, man. Like, it's just so biased. Like, well, not biased. I don't know why I said biased, but it's just so annoying. Like, people like that. And then, cause I had somebody, like, the same person that I'm talking about, like, the same person that I'm talking about that said, when is your next show? And kept telling me they gonna come. They never came. A couple of months ago, this motherfucker sends me her reel talking about buy some of my merch. Bitch, come to a show. Why the fuck I'm gonna buy your merch and I've been trying to, and you've been telling me you gonna come to my show for 7 years.
She's trying to sell you merch?
Yes. The nerve of motherfuckers, bro. I'm just like, the nerve of you to sit up here and talk about like, share, repost my stuff or buy some of my stuff. I ain't doing none of that shit. Fuck you.
God, that's funny.
Like,
I don't even have merch. Like,
yeah,
you asking me to buy yours?
Like, you want me to buy some crochet shit that you done made? Like, what the fuck I look like wearing some crocheted, like...
You said crochet.
You know what I'm talking about. The little needle and thread shit that
I
they
know,
be
you
doing.
said it right the second time. Crochet.
Crochet, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not finna buy no crochet shit. Like, that's for women. But, no, like, I just felt
this is my daughter right here, Crochet.
This is my son, Crochet.
Crochet and crochet.
Yeah, like, bro, like, it's so annoying. And then my second biggest pet peeve is comics going up and doing horrible when they have a fucking big ass crowd and walking everybody ass out of there, and you after them.
Oh, they walk them every time.
Every time they get up there, they walk people.
Shit, what if the moment their name gets announced and so, they're like, okay, I'm done.
No, I mean, I feel like they might. I hate to say this, but they might need to be like what Solly and his girl be doing at Social Beer Cart, bro. Just trim the fat on motherfuckers that they know about to go in there and run motherfuckers out of there and just deny them from signing up.
I mean, essentially, it's your room. If you run the room, you can choose who you want to put and not to put on.
That's what I'm saying. Like, because I feel like,
but then people
what Solly and his girl is doing, it makes some people mad. But I mean, at least they trimming the fat and they know that the people that they have on the show are gonna do what they supposed to do.
All right, since we're talking about it, I don't think most of the audience members that watch this that aren't in Houston know about it.
Right.
No. But we can talk about it. There are certain venues here in Houston where bookers, they only book certain comics because they know they do well. And the other ones that don't, they don't even have them on at all, you know? And it's not just with Solly, it's other places too. But I feel like if it's your room, you can do whatever you want with it. That's my whole thing. And I feel like doing that also makes other comics better too. Because it gives them an understanding of like, hey, if I'm not getting booked on this show or this mic or whatever, I'm not good enough. I need to work on my shit. But then there's also that if they're not allowing people who are not good the chance to get better, where are they going to go?
I mean, I feel like we've all had moments where we get really like hard on ourselves and we just feel like shit after we bomb on stage. Because every comic has bombed. Like, nobody's like oblivious to like getting bombed, like for bombing. Like, I just feel like it really builds character. Like, it really helps you out a lot, like with your confidence, and it molds you into the true comic that you really should be, like by bombing sometimes.
Okay,
that's why I feel like it needs to happen to.
But also, you have to bomb with a purpose. You have to bomb with it. Like, before going up, you got to have the idea of like, I'm gonna kill this shit. I'm gonna tell these jokes. This is gonna be great. And when it doesn't work out, then afterwards you can reassess. But if you don't have that confidence or that persistence of you trying to be great all the time, then you should just not do it.
Yeah.
Because like, don't get me wrong. Like, there's some really funny motherfuckers out here that I've seen, but some of them don't have the work ethic of these other guys. I've seen some really like funny people not go anywhere because they don't work at it. And I've seen some people that weren't funny at first work at it, go out every night, get right, and then eventually start headlining, featuring, booking their own shows and shit like that. Like, you never know. Hard work does pay off in the end.
Yeah, of course, for sure. Like, I've seen a lot of comics like that just started out that like was killing it. Like I want to say too, like that I noticed when I first like was getting my feet wet too. Like they just started off the bat funny as fuck. Like Lotto Marie and Ray etc. Like, cause I used to go to Carol's all the time.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out Ray and Lotto, man. Like they came in the game cold. Like it wasn't no. They had to get better. Like they was already good to me when they first came out. Like I could just use those two as an example of people. Like that's what I'm saying. Like you can sit up here and be like, yeah, they get better, but some people they just got it in them.
Mm-hmm.
Cause Ray, like I'm gonna go back to Ray again. Like Ray, when we was at Carol's, we was doing like a little pass around thing where you just pretty much roasted everybody, or you just pretty much roasted whoever was sitting down in a little circle and shit. And Ray, I didn't know who the hell he was at the time, and he just came over and he just took over the whole thing, had everybody in that bitch rolling. And I was just like, who the fuck is this nigga? I was like, he funny as fuck. And I think I was like 2 years in when I saw him. And like after that, like he just had the bodega, he just started blowing the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, see, that is like he deserves that shit. Cause I saw him really just own into that shit and be like a true comic when he first started out.
You saw the come up.
Yeah, like I saw it. I was like, that's deserved. And Lotto too. Like I saw her like when she was big. Like she was killing it. Like all the time, everywhere. And like she's only getting better. Like just better and better. Like every time I see her, she just get better and better, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
she's one of them ones.
Like, and just like seeing Jeff too, like, just always.
Man, you know what's crazy about Jeff? When I started working at Axelrad with him a couple years ago, I saw the trajectory from like a little before he got the Russell Peters stuff. Like the once he like got connected with Russell Peters, and it just like pushed him even further. Like I saw him how he was before that, and then afterwards. Afterwards, his mentality changed so much. His perspective, he was just focused on other things. He wasn't the same person. It was cool to see that. It was cool to see the growth, the progression, and also the change in mentality of just like, okay, I'm going to attack this a different way now.
Yeah.
Like it just, and it kind of like gave me some motivation and some like, room to grow too, to understand like, hey, this where I'm at now is not where I want to be. I want to be in a better place a couple months, a year, whatever, but I don't want to be in the same place for long.
No, Jeff is a psycho with comedy.
Oh yeah, every night.
I've been in Jeff's house many a times where he's just sitting there just watching somebody do stand up or watching his set and trying to tweak what he can do to make that joke better or to make anything better, like with his stand-up, bro. Like, he is an assassin.
He is.
Like, he makes me want to try harder just by seeing how much he puts into the game and how dedicated he is, like, to his craft.
But I will say this, like we said before, hard work and dedication does pay off. Jeff is one of the hardest working motherfuckers in the game.
Yeah.
Honestly, he deserves everything he has.
And we're not just saying that because we work for him.
I know, right?
People will probably be like, man, they just saying that shit because they work at Axelrad with that nigga, man.
He just glazing them up.
Yeah, he just all on his dick, man.
Nah, I wouldn't say this if I didn't. I really believe it.
Yeah, like I'm a real ass person that's not gonna hold back, like, and just like I'm not gonna be biased just because that's my homie. Like, I give credit where credit is due. Like, this man really just be out there killing it, like to the point where you just like
in any room, I
wanna kill like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you admire that shit, bro. And he taught me so much, like with stand up, because like I've known this nigga for 8 years, bro. Like
same. I've known him for like maybe 6-7 years.
Yeah, like I've known this nigga like 8 years, dog, and the whole time I've known him, he always been a genuine guy.
Shit, the first time I met him, fucking Christian's tailgate. He was hosting that with Turo.
Oh man, y'all don't know about Christian tailgate.
Y'all don't know. If y'all trying to get dirty, that was one of them spots.
Jesus,
God damn.
That should make a honest human being out of you right there, for real.
Shoot.
It would have been a lot of motherfuckers that would have got out of the game if they would have had to go through that shit.
Oh my God. Those
yeah,
nights,
we talking about people getting out of the way. They would have got out of the way with that.
That
nights. Shit and Leroy's rooms. Leroy, his room, like he had a room called the Duck Off.
Oh shit,
man!
I heard about that.
I'm telling you, dog, that shit will shape you as a comic. And I really feel like comics like that are new, that really need to just develop as a comic, bro. You need to go to Leroy's room. That shit will literally, for real, like make you a better comic, bro. People think that just because they talking shit to you while you on stage that doesn't make you a better comic, bro. You gotta go through all of this shit, bro, so you can be prepared for anything when the time comes. When the time comes and you about to make it, you've prepared for all of this shit. You've endured all of this shit, so nothing's gonna surprise you.
Well, I mean, we had conversations about this. I even told you that everything that we're doing right now is just practice for the big thing.
That's what I'm saying.
For one moment that when you finally get it, all this preparation, all this time, energy, everything is all put into that one moment for you to kill that shit. And then once you do, everything else will start coming.
Yeah.
But some people don't ever get that moment. And then other people bomb in that moment. And it changes them forever.
Yeah.
You'll never know how that moment's going to be until you're there.
I'll have to get that later. Nah, I mean, I feel you like 100%, bro. Like it's so many comics that like are out here that just started that want to skip past all the nitty-gritty shit that they have to do in order to be a very successful comic. And that's the shit that pisses me off too. Like, I don't like comics that really just feel like they gotta sidetrack that shit, or not sidetrack, I'm sorry. Hold on.
Fast track.
Yeah, fast track that shit to where they already popping. And it's so many comics that they try to fast track that shit. And they not trying to get dirty out here in the streets and have experiences that they can talk about when they do make it. Like, bro, we have so many experiences. Like, when we make it, bro, like, that shit could be probably a sitcom, bro. And it's not even just us. There's hella other comics out here that have so many stories, like places they performed at, like shit that they endured while performing. Like, bro, it's so much stuff.
I got a whole Netflix series.
These niggas just want to skip past all of that and just go straight to being booked and busy. And it don't work out that way, bro. It's going to work out that way, but it's not going to last that long.
You're right. Trying to fast track that shit just because you feel like you deserve it isn't the right way. Just because you're so delusional, you're like, oh, I want to do this. You want to do this so bad that you will do anything to get to that point, right? To get on stage or whatever. Sure, good. Keep that energy, but don't act on it all the time. I did that. I acted on it. I got myself to a point where I was like, I got booked on a show at a club, and I bombed. I bombed really hard. And then after that, I never got booked there again for a while because I was so bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because you can get yourself in the door doesn't mean you're ready for that moment.
Yeah. Okay, so, like, here's another thing that I think about. Like, I want to see what your opinion is on it. Like, it's a lot of, like, social media famous comics that just do, like, skits or whatever, right? And then once they try to transition to stand-up, they're not good at it.
For good reason.
Yeah, but it's like a lot of those people that feel like they should be jump-started into stand-up to being booked and busy when they don't even have the skills to be funny on stage, just like only in a 10-second video.
It sucks to say this, but I've heard this from other comics. Having a fan base, being a celebrity, gets you 5 minutes. It gets you 5 minutes on stage. Once the moment they call your name up, you walk on the stage, they're going to be clapping the whole time. They're going to be like, oh my God, I love you. But then after that, it settles down, and they'll give you 5 minutes. And after those 5 minutes, if you're not doing what you need to be doing, they're not gonna be listening. They're not gonna come back. They'll be there that one time. Afterwards, they're gonna take a picture with you and post it online, but they're not coming back.
Yeah. No, I don't know, man. I just see it a lot. Like I see like a lot of like social media famous comedians, and then you go see them do stand up, and then it's horrible.
Nah, I've heard stories from other comics that have featured for those types of comedians, like
I know,
TikTok.
that's what I'm talking about.
And they've told me that they've had other people,
Horrible.
the audience members, come up to them going like, "Wow, you were better than the headliner." But then they see them taking a picture with the guy, the TikTok star or whatever. They see them, the social media star. They see them take a picture with them, and they'll post it on their fucking stories, Instagram, whatever.
Yeah.
Because that's what people care about more, is about how people view them instead of like how the experience was.
Oh no. I guess I'm just sounding like a hater. But I don't know. That's just something that I've seen like a lot. Like I've seen like a lot of social media people like just not just not do that good like with stand up, and you know
They're still gonna get tickets, but only for a minute.
But I ain't gonna lie, I saw Desi Banks like at Improv. He was funny. He's actually like the only one that I feel like is actually funny outside of him doing videos.
Really?
Yeah. Like me and my cousin went. Like my cousin, he don't never laugh at shit, and he was in there dying laughing. So,
but did he do stand up before? Or
no, he from Atlanta.
Just some people just have it.
It might be that too, though. It might be just because we all can resonate with his accent and like how he talks and like what he said, like what he talks about and stuff. So we could be biased also, but I think he was funny. And I haven't really been to anybody else's stand up like that, social media famous.
No, I've never been to any social media.
I want to see Drewski though. I feel like he probably funny.
Drewski, I feel like would kill that shit.
Yeah, I feel like he probably funny like on stand up.
Yeah,
base like.
It might not be like jokes, but it might be stories.
Yeah, like
you
I feel like because he just like naturally funny, so I feel like he would do really good in that. Like Country Wayne, he was cool. Yeah, but like he does like the clean comedy too. Mm-hmm. So it's like that's cool.
Now there's a couple of people that are like blowing up online, and then they're starting. Like I said, they're starting to do stand up because either they want to or something isn't working out in the field that they're trying to do. It is what it is, man. It's just like we just gotta go through and just keep doing us. Because like eventually you're gonna feature for somebody like that, and you're gonna do better than them. And audience members are gonna come up to you. Oh my god, I thought you were so funny. I thought you were funnier than the headliner. But then they're
When's your next show?
Yeah.
You don't want to talk to him? No. I just what's your information?
But it is what it is, man. We just.
I mean that be happening like at regular shows though.
Yeah.
That'd be happening at regular shows, bro. Like people come up to other comics and be like, "You were funnier than the headliner," or "You were the funniest one all night." Like, so, I mean, that's just something that we got to deal with regardless, even if it's not somebody that's social media famous. Like, but
like I said before, it's all practice for the big thing.
Yeah, man. I mean, I just feel like people that are doing this, if you're doing it as a hobby, okay, cool. But if you actually want to be famous and be recognized from this, you just need to take it more seriously. And I'm talking to myself too, because I can't be a hypocrite. Like I just started applying pressure like the last couple of months. So I can't sit up here and talk shit knowing that I've just started being consistent like recently. But like I found a new love in comedy that I didn't have before now that like I probably never had. Like I really, really fucking love this shit. Like for real. Like this shit makes my night. Like it makes my day. Like I'd be so excited to get up on stage, even if I'm saying the same shit. Like I'm excited. Like I love it. I could do this every day for the rest of my life. Like for real. Like real talk. Like I really feel like I could do this for the rest of my life and be happy with my life. But
from what
it took a lot of years for me to feel like that though. Because my first 2 years I felt like that, but that was just because I was fast tracked in my first 2 years. Like I was getting booked like on hella shit like in my first 2 years, and then it just started dying out a little bit because I stopped putting that much effort into my jokes, and also just not giving a fuck and just getting too drunk on stage and just not caring. And so like now it's just like it's all or nothing. I put it all on A, ain't no plan B. It's pretty much how I can put it, bro. Like I'm putting everything on comedy. Like my mom told me that I should be doing this. Like the first person to tell me that I should be doing this. And then everybody in school was telling me that I should do it too. And then after that, just random people that I work with was telling me like, man, you need to do stand up, bro. Like you funny as fuck. And I'm glad that I listened to them. It's the hardest thing I've ever done, but in the end, it's gonna pay off. I know it is.
Mm-hmm. I feel that.
Because God wouldn't put me in this position if it's not gonna work out.
Would be messed up if you did.
I don't think God would.
Well, that might be the devil.
Yeah. that's bitch is probably the devil. Like, nah, I don't.
It's the devil in disguise.
I don't think that. I don't think that, bro. Because I just feel like a lot more people that are doing it need to take it more serious.
Including us.
Yes. Like we all need to just take this shit more seriously and really just put our all into this. Put our all into the craft and just keep killing this shit, dog, cuz I feel like comedy's going to be distinct, like extinct, bro, like
Think so?
Bro, I just feel it. For some reason, I just feel like comedy is just gonna be extinct, bro. Like to where people are just gonna get so offended, like as time goes on, longer and longer, to where it's just like you can't even joke no more. I have faith in it, but it's just how it's looking right now. That's what's making me judge it off of that because of how it's looking like right now. Like, cause I saw a post where they was like, it was a meme and it was somebody in a museum. And then it was somebody, like it was a dude in a glass, like statue or whatever. And then it was a guy pointing to his kid. Well, it was a guy with his kid pointing to the picture. He was like, look, that was comedy. And it was an exhibit.
Hmm.
And ever since I saw that, I was just like, man, that's crazy because what if it is? Like, what if it really goes to that?
As long as there's human beings, I feel like there always will be a need for us to have some type of discourse or because I honestly, if you look at most of the comedians throughout time, there's so many different styles, so many different ways to go about it, you know, and like I feel like it'll still be around. It's just gonna look different.
Yeah, it's gonna be AI.
That's another thing.
Damn, like he didn't say that. That was AI. That wasn't his joke.
Damn, that was Allen Iverson that said that.
Like, I just feel like the world is just getting sensitive more and more. So that's the only reason why I say that. But like, you know, it could turn around. It could be different. You know, and people could stop being so sensitive and actually enjoy comedy. Because, you know, who don't want to laugh? Why would you not want to laugh?
Yeah, I feel like as an audience member, you just come in with an open mind. Don't expect anything. Don't come in with any like ideas of what it's gonna be, and also keep your. You can still be yourself. You can still have your views, your beliefs, and stuff like that, but you don't have to push it on people.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I mean, because I could push that shit on people all the time about drinking now. Like, hey, why you drinking that? You know that's gonna buck you up.
That's the devil's juice right there.
Devil's nectar you indulging in. You should be ashamed of yourself. Well, I don't do that. I just let people do that because, like I said, I can't be a hypocrite because I was terrible and I was drunk all the time, and that ruined a lot of my years in comedy. Like if I would have stopped drinking like how I did now, when I first started, bro, I would be well ahead of my comedy career. I know I would. But I fucked myself up by going on stage and being so fucking drunk to the point where I don't even get my jokes off right. To the point where I'm just, every word out of my mouth is motherfucker or nigga. And it ain't no punchline there. So, like, yeah, I could go on and on about how liquor fucks you up. But to each his own. I just have to let motherfuckers learn on their own. Or, everybody's not the same as me when they get drunk. Like, people don't push it too far like I do when I used to get drunk. Like, they can get 2 drinks and be fine.
All right, so I got a segment on this show. It's called Sobriety Couch. So what we do is we tell stories, like crazy stories, whatever you want to tell me of the time you were, like, really messed up.
A time I was really messed up?
Yeah, and then, like, whichever story you want to tell, either good or bad, it don't matter. But just
all right,
a story where, like, your drinking, like, really affected you.
Oh shit! I don't even know if we got enough time, boy. I got hella stories. I'm gonna just give you one. So I was drinking at Brass Tap. Well, it was called Dailies when they closed it down
in Midtown.
And I had a bottle. I had a bottle of Espolòn in my crib, and I drunk like, I want to say 7 shots, and then I took an antibiotic right after that. And so I go downstairs because it's karaoke night there, and I go downstairs and I get like, I want to say 5 or 6 shots, and I'm mixing Crown and Fireball and tequila together. And I'm sitting down, and then I'm sitting down on a bar stool, and then I just fall flat on my face and chipped my tooth, chipped my bottom tooth, twisted my nose to the side, had a black eye, my nose was bleeding, and mind you, I didn't know none of this happened. My homeboy Cam had to tell me that this happened. Like, I woke up in bed, like blood all over my pillowcase. Like,
I think I remember seeing you after that.
Yeah, like I'm talking about, I was fucked up, and I was just like, I thought Cam whooped my ass. I thought I got my ass whooped. Honestly, I was just like, damn, bro, you just gonna beat my ass and just go? Like, let me get around 2 or something. He was like, nigga, ain't nobody whoop your ass. The floor whooped your ass. Yeah. I was like, damn. So I just fell flat on you telling me I just fell flat on my face? He was like, yeah, bro. Like, you was just sitting down and you just fell straight on your face, dog. And my nose looked like Owen Wilson. Like, that shit was fucked up, bro. Like,
all crooked and shit?
Yeah, like, wow. Like, bro, it was bad, dog. And I didn't learn my lesson after that. Like, you would think that somebody would learn their lesson after they fall flat on their face, chip their teeth. Because, like, I feel like it fucked up my smile. But, like, just the simple fact of me not learning my lesson until now, when I just stopped like 4 months ago, like, I should have been stopped. That should have been my sign to stop.
Or at least taking a break.
Yeah, like, I did not think about stopping after that. And then I just went and pushed it, like, worse and worse, like, to the point where I'm falling, like, in front of people. Like, after that happened, I chilled out for, like, I want to say maybe a week or 2. And then I'm out with Jeff and Koo and at Nasuo, and I get drunk as fuck there again. And I fall twice. I fell in front of Koo, and then I fell in front of Jeff. And Koo was just like, damn, you all right, baby? I was like, yeah, man, I'm about to just get in my lift. And then I fell outside in Nasuo again. And, like, it was just, it was just so bad to the point where I just didn't ever remember what happened the next day. Like, every time. I would never remember what happened. Like somebody always had to tell me what happened the next day.
Would you always wake up just happy, going like, yeah, another
like,
day.
Why are you mad at me? Do you know what you did last night?
Wake up to like texts and phone calls, like missed calls and shit.
Yeah, like bro, that was a constant thing for me. Like I always had to hear about what I did the next day, and then it would be so crazy to where I would be like, "Ain't no way I did that," and they're like, "Nah, you really did that, bro. You really said that," and then like, you just gotta sit there with you did that shit face, like, damn. Yeah. Yeah, I told you not to give me that 10 shots. I told you once I get to 10, I'm going to start going crazy.
Shit. I mean, but that's just, you learn though. Like you said, you've been sober 4 months now?
Yeah.
You feel better?
I do. I mean, I still have my moments to where I just feel like my social anxiety kicks in, and I feel like I wish I was drinking so I could feel more comfortable, but I mean, I don't want to go back to that Tramaine again. Like, that Tramaine was a demon. It was like, for real, for real. That was a demon. I don't even know who that person was. That's another reason why I had stopped drinking. I didn't even know who the fuck I was becoming, like, when I was drinking like that.
Man, that's the same thing with me. When I first started drinking, everything was good. Going out, partying, hanging out with friends. But then, like a year or two later, I changed into something else. And I didn't know, though. I didn't realize that I changed. Other people did, though. Other people were seeing that. But me, I was just like, oh, yeah, everything's fine like it always is. But it wasn't.
Nah, man. Once you don't know who the hell you are no more, bro, it's time to stop. Like, once you just become a completely different person when you drunk, like...
Once you see yourself in the mirror with a black eye and crooked nose.
Or Owen Wilson nose.
You really didn't recognize
and
yourself.
Chipped teeth. Thinking somebody whipped your ass. Like, bro, ain't no way, boy.
Let's see. Where's that floor?
I'm gonna kick that floor's ass. Is it hardwood? I'm telling you, man. I don't like hardwood. That nigga don't like me either.
And you show up at the bar, and just some dude, motherfucker, like on the floor and
bitch,
shit.
Ass nigga. You think you just go get me while I'm drunk, ho?
Then you fall again.
Oh Lord.
Got me again. All right.
Is this baby oil on the floor?
No diddy.
That's why I said that shit. Oh shit.
All right, I think that's a good stopping point, though. I appreciate you for being on the show, man. Finally, you got you your own episode. Because last time we did this, you did it with Jeff.
Yeah. This is Jeff and Tramaine show.
Yeah, I apologize for the sound on that episode. I was high as fuck, and I wasn't really watching the levels as well as I should have. Because if they go back and listen to that episode, some of it is like really loud, and then some of it is kind of low. Like, I just couldn't get it right.
Oh, shit.
I was too high for that shit. But that's what happens when we hang out around together.
Yeah.
We just get too damn high.
Or too drunk.
Just start like bullshitting.
Yeah. Well, peace to sobriety, y'all. Get it in your life. It'll make your life better. Trust me.
You got any socials you want to give out? Any shows or anything?
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at Maine with the Jokes. Maine with WITH the Jokes. And yeah, I'm just gonna be at Axelrad on Friday and probably have some more stuff coming up in November. I'll keep you.
Well, you're at Axelrad every Sunday, Monday, and first Friday, right?
Yeah,
you host on Mondays.
I
sometimes?
host every Monday at Axelrad.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to come there, it's free also. And also I do the competition on Sunday. Sometimes I get in it. Sometimes I do the intermission. And every first Friday at Axelrad as well, I will be hosting or doing a set. So, yeah, I think that's it.
All right, and you know where to catch me. I'm at the Jocosity, TheJoeCosity. That's on all socials. X.com, Instagram, Facebook. You can look up Joe Navarro. I got shows coming up. So the Bird Call is back. Birdie and I are running the bird call again. We're doing it every Thursday at Trash Panda at 9 p.m. You can always catch me at Axelrad, same with Tramaine, every Sunday, Monday, first Friday, 8 to 11. And yeah, if you want to catch some more shows, follow me. The link is in my bio on IG. Thank you again, Tramaine, for being on the show. Appreciate you for coming through.
No doubt.
So long awaited, but worth it. And
For sure.
catch y'all next time.